What's up, guys? I'm back with another VOD review today. Today I'm doing a Melee Shiv video. And so, Shiv got buffs in the recent patches, and so I think this build is extremely strong. It's called Deathy's Melee Shiv Updated. Um, this build's great. It incorporates the new items like this one and this one. So yeah, I'm gonna kind of explain a little bit about like what Melee Shiv is. Pretty simple, but you basically just want to buy the melee items and punch people. Yeah. And like, if you're newer to Shiv, if you know how he bloodlets this ability, the spirit armor. This is like the bloodletting is spirit damage, so it's really helpful to get spirit armor. Like, I'm gonna play the game now, but if you like ever get ahead as melee Shiv, like your best asset is just not dying, even more than just doing a ton of damage. So that's kind of why I want to highlight spirit armor and how powerful it can be.
The Baxter Society is counting on you, Shiv. Don't fail your brothers.
So that I was just trying to find the build I wanted to do. But yeah, this build is extremely strong. It has a lot of carry potential. So I had a really bad first wave. I've been trying not to just like shoot the full HP minions. I've been trying to wait for them to get weak. I missed one minion, which isn't horrible, but usually first wave you should 99 out of 100 times you could get every minion, unless the guy just like runs at you. But and so like I say in all these videos, you want to control your enemy with waves, and as melee Shiv you have a lot of power. I thought he was gonna parry the minion, so I didn't want to melee into it, because if I get parried right now, I would have died. But you'll see once melee Shiv, once Shiv gets some item, it's like almost impossible to beat this guy in lane. You just have to gank him, and I never really got ganked, so unfortunate for him. But what can you do? It's very similar to Abram's lane. Like, he just punches all the minions and just shoves into your tower repeatedly. And like, you'll see what I've been opting, instead of trying to kill my opponent, I've been trying to just hit the tower, and like, especially if you have monster rounds, the tower dies very quickly. Because once you take the tower, you have so much. So this is where I just start meleeing all. Yeah, like this guy's in the. You're in a bad spot when this starts happening. So I'm just hitting tower, and then I look for denies too. If I was better, I would have. If I could have parried him there, but he probably would not have walked up if I was right there. But like, yeah, bro, Paradox hurts, man. I think Paradox is really good in solo lane. I think every character can be played in solo lane, but obviously some are better. And so the first item I bought was Restorative Shot, just for regen, and then monster rounds. Like, your best asset as Shiv is being alive, and I bought monster rounds just to shove the waves faster, and then melee lifesteal just for more sustain. But yeah, once you get put in this spot where I could have parried him there, I don't know why I didn't parry him. This is a tough spot to be in, and you just absolutely need a gank, and he just never got one. Like, I think once this game, in like like a year from now, like, if you, like, the duo lanes have so much ability to gank because one person can just keep killing the creeps. Like, this guy's in a terrible spot. Like, and this is what I'm saying about just shooting the tower. Like, I'm not even worried about shooting him. Like, I just want to kill the tower. And like, but if he gets close to me, I'm gonna shoot him. Like, it's not like you never want to shoot him, but you want to make him feel that you're hitting the tower. And like, this guy, you almost have him like in a trap, like a spider. Like, this is just not smart by like. This guy should be trying to prioritize shoving lanes or waves with his bombs. Like, if he had a bomb right here, I wouldn't be able to just stand right here. But now that I have my ultimate, I kill him. But I also my skill. I put a point in everything, and then I'm gonna go all the way up in my ultimate. The ability to execute multiple people is just so valuable. So yeah, and so like, I'm gonna cancel his healing right, and I make him waste his like I say in literally every one of my VOD reviews. You want to make them waste value, and like, you want to deny them value. And the way I denied him value was he just insta threw the nade on the ground and I just walk away. And like, the nade's not a, like, that's a 30-second cooldown. So I had 2k here, and like, melee charge is very good. You just get more melee damage, and you also, I went for point blank, so now my melee's, so I built mostly sustain in the beginning just to be able to shove my waves into his, just to be in an advantageous position. Instead, like, now my melees are crazy. Like, now this guy can't really fight me anymore. And I'm max rage. So I dive him. And like, yeah. That's just Shiv for you. I don't know why it didn't swing. And like, I just never got ganked. Like, if I got ganked, like, you're so high up, like, a good gank and I should die. Just never happens. I think I save for Torment Pulse here. Actually, we'll see. Yeah. So, I went for Spirit Strike just to do more punch damage. And then Sprint Boots just to, because now that I've won my lane, I'm looking to win other people's lanes for them. And this is how you can snowball games. And like, this is the real carry potential of this character, is that this is why I'm a big solo lane guy, because it's a lot easier to beat one person by myself than it is for me to, this is horrible. I get absolutely caught here. But the thing with the solo lane is, like, you should be looking as solo lanes as always being easier, because beating one person's easier than beating two. And like, I play a lot of Fortnite, and something I heard about why duos is a lot harder than solos, and like trios is harder than solos, is that in Fortnite solos you only have to consider yourself. That's one. You only have to consider the enemy, I mean. And so that's only one person. But in duos you have to consider two enemies and your teammate. So it's 3 times as much. And like, that's why I think solo lanes are easier. It's just a lot easier to like keep track of one person. Yeah, and so then I just rotate over and take a tower. But like, I'm always looking at my my wave, like my lane. It's still your lane. Like, a lot of people will win lane and just, especially in low elo, they're just gonna win lane and then just run away and start going to other lanes. And like, okay, cool, you got your tower, but, or you got the enemy's tower, but they also got your tower. Like, it's a trade. You don't win, you trade. Like, as long as I have my tower and they don't, I'm winning. Or I won lane. So then I go for Torment Pulse. This is just a very good item. You see the little things coming off me. And so I'm going to eventually buy Bullet Resist Shredder. And the Torment Pulse will proc it. So this is a little bit greedy by me. Like, if I get swapped there, that's bad news for me. Like, the walkers now are very strong. But it didn't happen, so. But I think my biggest mistake from this point forward is, I see the survival buff. Survival buff on Shiv is very good, so I definitely want to go get this. I think the biggest mistake I made was not hitting the teleporter and going to my Vindicta's lane, because she still had her tower, and I just didn't take advantage of the teleporter, and like both of these towers are already gone. Like I'm basically, I'm very strong right now. Like, yeah, I'm just in no man's land. Unlucky, that guy. And like, I kind of just shit my pants here a little bit. I don't even know what I'm doing. Just hit some boxes and stuff, but I don't know. Like, I knew this wave over here needed to be cleared, and I just didn't really do it. It's not horrible, but it's the little things. It's the seconds. And then Mo gets caught here, and I try and help him, and I don't know. This is a little bit of save your buddy syndrome. I end up getting one, though. Unlucky parry, man. Unlucky. He just waited for me to... Actually, I don't know. I don't know if you can time the quick melee parry like that. Like, if Viscus is in the cube, they're going to drop the cube if you try to melee them and parry you. I think Case is similar. This guy's just... What are you doing, man? So, like, that parry's low-key a bait. Like, because if he just kept running, his chances of survival were much higher, but... he's probably not going to live there anyway, but... His big mistake there was he got, like, the parry, and, like, I'm full HP. And so that's where I just bought my Spirit Armor. Like, I bought this early just to increase my tankiness. And, like, you're going to see I'm going to buy improved Spirit Armor, too. So this was so bad. We just, like, threw Urn in mid. Like, we have Urn and just walk in there with it. Like... I don't know. Like, that's why you need 5 points in Killing Blow, and I have enough. I'm about to buy it. I guess buy isn't the right word. I'm gonna spend my skill points. Oh my god. Yeah, but I die there. I still need a couple more items to be extremely strong. So, like, I saw my team had 4 people in one lane. And so, having 5 people in one lane is extremely bad. Especially if you all show, because that basically is just telling the enemy, hey, go split push a walker, you'll get it for free. Because we're so stacked. Like, later in the game, it's not as bad, but this early on, like, when there's still towers, like, it's just telling them, hey, go push a tower. And, like, that's something you should be paying attention to, and you can add to your game, is looking at the mini-map and seeing, oh, hey, there's 6 people on the left side, I'm going to go to the right side. It's a very simple concept that will truthfully win you games. I play a lot of Wraith. Not as much anymore. I think Wraith's a little bit boring, but she's extremely good at split pushing. And so, like, I'll almost never team fight until, like, later game. Like, obviously there's a point in the game when you team fight, but because Wraith can kill walkers so fast that I'm just never. There's a 5v5, 5v6 team fight. I'm just never gonna be there, and I'm always gonna look for walkers because you have to think about what if we won the team fight, what would happen, and if the answer is get a walker, then just go get a walker by yourself. If that makes sense, like you need to think about what is worth, what you will gain from winning. And like a lot of the times, a lot of fights are not really gonna gain a whole lot, especially if it's not a clean fight. And like what I mean by clean fight is each team loses 3 people. Like you're a bunch of trades. So yeah, you really like who cares what your teammates say? It doesn't really matter. You want to get objectives. It's an objective-based game. Like that, you fight for objectives and resources. So if I can get a walker for free, why would I not get a walker for free? So this is exactly what I'm doing right here. But I saw Pocket, and like if you see someone in the jungle, you know they're gonna have a bag. And so trying to get a bag from someone's important. And I also bought Kinetic Dash. Very good item. It gives you more mobility, fire rate, ammo. Honestly, like, this item's good on every character. This item will never be bad. So I was just using my right click like the big shotgun blast and just meleeing the tower. And so I did that to proc my kinetic dash so that I would get the faster fire rate. I should have done it after I reloaded, but it's whatever. And so like I knew they were all gonna rotate over to me, so I just end up backing away. And so little stuff like that just comes with playing the game and realizing, hey, none of them are shown on the map. They're definitely gonna come get me if you're hitting the walker. Like, you need to be very conscious of when they can see you on the map and when you can't see them on the map. And that was one of those times where I was split pushing and I saw all of them in a different lane. And I go and hit this walker and then I go, oh, hey, no one else is, they haven't shown in a long time. I should probably just leave. And I just leave. And I saved my life. Like, I would have been 100% dead there. I'm honestly just eating that. Like, it's almost like some low-key bait. Like, stuff like with the parry stuff. Like, they're going to stay longer. Like, they don't realize that, like, there's just no way they kill me there. That's so unlucky. I felt bad for that guy. He hit the thing and, like, got the animation and still got grabbed. So, yeah, this is just unfortunate. If I have Life Strike, I low-key do a lot better, but I don't have Life Strike. Might buy Life Strike here. I don't know. Okay, so I went Enduring Speed and Healbane. And so Healbane on Shiv is extremely good because not only do you get the healing reduction and you get a bunch of health, you also get a heal on hero kill. And that's so good for Shiv because when you're bloodletting, you can like be theoretically dead and not have any white HP. But if you get a killing blow or you kill someone, it just synergizes with this very well because you're gonna get kills. And so that's why that item is very, very good. It'll save you.
Our green walker is under attack.
I probably should have bought Restorative Locket. Restorative Locket's also very good for Shiv because it's health on demand. You can just press a button and like get like a 500 HP heal. And if you play enough Shiv, you're gonna have times where it's like, oh shit, I'm dead here. Like I'm theoretically dead. I have no HP. I only have yellow. But yeah, that's just unlucky. Like right there, I was technically dead, and then you see, I used my killing blow. And so Healbane saved me there. So now, like, I think I should have gone Colossus a little bit earlier. I never even went Colossus in this game. But Colossus is very good. If you don't know what it does, I'll show. It's an active item that gives a bunch of resist, movement slow, a bunch of health, and it also gives you melee damage and weapon damage. Yeah, I probably should have gone Colossus. Colossus is very good on Melee Shiv. It's the best 6k you can get. I don't even think I ended up, like, a lot of games you don't really need, or it depends on the games, but you don't necessarily need 6Ks every game. You get a lot of value from 3Ks. I think 3Ks are very strong. So this is how you do the ancients as Shiv. You can dash through all of them, and you can also melee 2 at a time. So Shiv, like, this dude can power farm. Melee Shiv is lots of farm potential, and like you can do that early on. If you're max rage with dash, you can farm a ton of stuff. And so characters like that have the ability to farm that fast, they push their lead very well. They push their advantage. So we're doing Urn here, and they moved the Urn into the middle. I don't know how I feel about it, because like it's a pretty quick run. Like the Mo was there in like a second. I don't know. I need to play with it more. And so if you see Armageddon, she just said go blue. There were 3 on yellow, and like that's the power of like when you show that many. Hey, we're just gonna go trade a walker. Like it's trading, and like I think he grabs her. Like this is just stupid, man. Like if you run headfirst into a Mow and Curl and expect to be anything other than grabbed, I don't know what to tell you. So I get Wraith ulted here. I try to like find a corner. You just want to like Wraith ult isn't a super long duration, so you kind of just want to God, I hate fucking Paradox. And then like that's what I was looking for. I was looking for him to parry, and then I was just gonna hold my melee, but I was just, I don't know. I haven't played Melee Shiv in a while. It's a little stuff like that. I don't do a great job of explaining or showing it off, but the quick melees like that get people scared, and they will eventually parry, and you just kind of have to wait. And I just made a bad play. And so I also got a Life Strike, which just gives you a ton of healing per melee, as well as more damage, and then Point Blank, which does you get a lot of melee damage with that, because obviously you have to be point blank to melee. And so I've lost a lot of games where I've had leads before, and like when you have leads, and we have like a 20k lead right now, I'm extremely strong. Like farming is not griefing, but all we want to do here is just shove waves and keep them inside of their base contained, and look for fights. The more fights we take, the better. And so like, I see they're fighting, and this is some map knowledge. Like there's a little jump pad here, and so this allows me to get into the fight really easily. Like, oh my god, Dynamo's so good. So I clean up 2 right there. That was me trying to bait a parry. He didn't parry. And so if you see Pocket use all of his abilities like that, you always want to try and kill him, or like at least hit him, because like when Pocket has Suitcase, he's very elusive. But that's kind of the trade-off of Pocket, is that that killing blow was way too early. And so that's low-key heavily grief. I don't know how that melee didn't hit. And I parried the Guardian there, so it wouldn't hit me. So like we definitely should have just backed up and done mid-boss, but they just chose to stay for no reason. I didn't have to show, like, I just hit mid-boss. Like, I want to actually see what happened. This is just stupid. And so then I'm like, oh shit, I gotta help him. But we got 1 pick, so like we can't do mid anymore. Like if we just back up there and do mid, especially with McGinnis, we have so much damage. We could definitely Definitely been there. And so then I just got Hunter's Aura, which like it reduces bullet resist and it does fire rate slow, and like all these effects get tripled if there's only one hero next to you. So like this basically makes you unkillable in a 1v1. Magic Carpet Monkril is so goofy. And so the big mistake that this team kept making was they would be taking fights with us and just getting picked. Like the best analogy is you're drowning. Imagine you're drowning in water and then you just jump right back into the water. Like you get out, alright, I'm not drowning anymore. Alright, I'm gonna jump right back in. And like, yeah, I don't know, it might work. And so here I gave the buff to Kelvin. Like, it's very easy to tell which characters want what. And like, a movement buff on Kelvin's very good because of his ice path and all the movement. If that was a survival buff, I would have taken that 100%. But I don't really need the extra movement. It's not gonna make a huge difference in my kit. And so like we had some farm on our map and I wanted to fix the waves. Like you never want to take a fight unless you have good waves, and what I mean by good waves is you're pushing your waves into their side of the map. Because almost everything, every play in this game, like every objective, you need a wave to kill. That's just like Moe and Krill's so good. Moe and Krill is so good. I think people need to start playing support Moe and Krill. I think it would actually go crazy. Imagine Rescue Beam with Burrow and his ultimate. It's just a free kill, and like you don't have to put anything into it. I don't know. It's just a little bit weird because you want to build. I definitely should have bought there. I don't know why I did not. I have so much money. That's a huge misplay. I definitely needed to buy there. I should have bought Colossus. I think I'm probably gonna greed more damage though, and it really depends on like how the game is going. Like usually if you're ahead, damage is good, but like on Shiv, not so much. Like I've said earlier, like your best resource is just being alive and just take as much damage as possible and not die. So yeah, we shove all the waves and do mid boss, and like if they don't have a zip line, they can't really. It's very hard to contest mid boss. Oh, interesting. I got a buff for that. That's a little glitch, maybe. Swing by anytime. So I bought improved spirit armor just to give me more. Like this is so much tankiness. I probably should have bought this way earlier. And then I bought Spirit Snatch. It's the new melee item. I'll hover. Oh. Yeah. That's crazy. Those are really good stats. The sprint speed, too, is really good. It's Loki a throw swap. He just gets domed. Like, I'm just waiting. Yeah. And so, because we had a McGinnis ult there, I'm going to walk up, and I want to stay inside of McGinnis's range. That's a very, very good support item. And oh my god, Dynamo is like the best character in the game. I just like don't know how they balance. Like, he's balanced on the fact that his ultimate's a crazy timer, but oh my god. The game is played totally different with Dynamo than without Dynamo. Like, a game that has Dynamo in it, you have to just think about it so differently. And then, yeah, we kind of just wrap it up. And so I just wanted to get more creeps into our... the more creeps you have, the better. Like, we already won this game, but... can never be too sure. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll respond in the comments. Yeah, appreciate you watching.